it will be time for one of the most popular and awaited races of the year, the British Grand Prix at the mighty Silverstone track. First held in 1926, the British Grand Prix has been on the calendar as part of the FIA Formula One World Championship ever since 1952. There is no need to mention that a great majority of the greatest Formula One drivers of all time have won the event, including both seven-time Formula One world champions Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton, this last having all the records with 8 wins at his home race, including last year's as well, after that infamous accident with Max Verstappen into the Copse Corner. Silverstone is also home to a lot of teams which are based in Britain, namely Mercedes, McLaren, Williams, and Aston Martin. Does this mean we can expect a solid performance from these teams? Well, it doesn't really mean that. Teams based around Silverstone usually make their tests there, but that does not mean that they have any advantage over the rest. What's more, this being a very complete track that requires a lot of speed and downforce, we'll probably see a very good battle between both championship contenders Red Bull and Ferrari. Also, Mercedes is on the come-up, and with an all-British driver lineup, pretty surely the crowd will hype them up and make them take the most out of that W13 that little by little is giving signs of improvement. The situation in both championships at the time being, prior to the British Grand Prix, is in favor of Red Bull. On the constructors, they are 76 points clear of Ferrari in P2, with 304 and 228 points respectively. Mercedes is not too far off in P3, 40 points behind Ferrari, without any magnificent results yet, but with a handful of very consistent races from Russell and Hamilton as well. It will be very interesting to see how they perform at Silverstone, and if they can really turn the season around, as Toto Wolff has suggested. In regards to the drivers' standings, both Red Bull drivers remain on the lead of the championship, with Verstappen 46 points ahead of his teammate Perez, with 275 and 229 points respectively. After Checo's DNF and Leclerc's P5 after charging from the back of the field in Canada, the Monegasque sits in P3 just 3 points away from the Mexican driver with 226 units. The top 6 is completed by Russell, yet to finish outside of the top 5 this season, with 111 points, then Sainz in P5, looking strong again, with 102 points, and Hamilton in P6 with 77 points, ready to start fighting for wins as soon as his W13 allows him to do so. Lando Norris is the best of the rest so far in his McLaren, with 50 points. Since the British Grand Prix takes place in the European summer season, we usually witness a shiny sun above Silverstone for all 3 days of action, despite it sounding strange given that we are talking about England, and English weather is not usually the best. So if you are planning to attend the British Grand Prix, don't forget your sunscreen and sunglasses. As to likely tire strategies, it will most probably be a one-stopper from the medium to hard compound at least for the leaders. There will probably be exceptions for those who might want to take a gamble, but the quickest option has usually been the medium hard. We'll have to see how the new 18-inch tires on the new cars adapt though, and what compounds Pirelli chooses for the race. At this stage of the season is also when drivers start penalizing for exceeding the amount of power unit components available. After his DNF in Canada due to a power unit issue, there is a possibility that Sergio Perez might start from the back of the grid. In the end, Silverstone would not be the worst place to take that penalty, as overtaking is usually not that much of an issue. However, we'll have to wait and see how the weekend unfolds. What are your expectations for the British Grand Prix? Do you think it will be an interesting race? Who's your candidate? Leave your bold predictions for the race below in the comment section. We'll be reading you. This being it for today. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss future uploads just like this one. This being said, we'll catch you on the next one.